Hi everyone, this is Shelly Wilson again from Indianapolis, Indiana, and this is my second video number 2 for my Party Plan Divas challenge. We are having a video challenge to get us all up to speed and comfortable with posting videos. So I am this being my second video, I'm definitely not comfortable yet, so don't be too harsh on ratings. The challenge today is to explain why we got into direct sales. And so I wanted to explain that a little bit very quickly. I am turning 40 in a few months, and I had my kids a little later in my 30s, and so I before that worked on a career, and that's what I did. And so I was a regional sales manager for a software company, and I traveled and I loved it, and that's what I did, and that's what I aspired to be. But all of that changed once I had 2 kids. It was no longer rewarding traveling. No amount of money I made was worth it. And so I stopped doing that when my second child, my daughter Sam, was born and young. I stopped doing that. And then I worked for Monster.com for several years. I really loved it, and then the financial crash happened, and companies were no longer really paying large job boards, or they just didn't have jobs, and so that really affected that for me. Recently, I just always had a desire. I've tried a few things over the years in direct sales. I liked getting out and doing things and meeting other people and more people. But recently, since being home with my kids, financially I needed the freedom. And then second, I really needed the adult company. More importantly, I needed the company of other women that were really going through the same things I was, I think. So with a lot of research and a lot of comparisons and talking to a lot of people, and then with my past experiences, I was called to start my Mary Kay business. And it has been actually, to my surprise, I kind of, going into it, thought it would be something for maybe a little extra income, but more importantly to get me out of the house. And at least if I was going to be out of the house and away from my kids for a couple hours a week, that at least I could make some money doing that and not feel guilty. It's actually turned into a whole lot more. I love it. I love making women feel good, and I think inwardly we feel better about ourselves if we feel good about how we look on the outside. So I think it comes full circle. And then one thing I wasn't counting on is the fulfillment I get from giving other women who really are either going through the same thing I was, needing to get out of the house and some extra income, or people looking for a completely different career, and then also forced to in a lot of situations. And then even people who are wanting to do it as a hobby, but then are finding out that financially it makes a lot of sense. So I wasn't counting or really even thought of that aspect of it, but how rewarding it is for giving the ability, at least the knowledge for women, and they can make their own decision, but arming them with the information that they make 50% of everything they sell. Very easy. It's not really quotas, but there's a minimum that you need to sell every quarter. And it's very easy to hit that with Mary Kay. You can do that in a day. And so there's no pressure in regards to that. But then really, I know I had a recruit who her car was breaking down, and now she is within a month away of getting her car. So all of that, I think, are things that I wasn't counting on being most rewarding. So my path to get me into direct sales wasn't really chosen, but now that I have it, I am so thankful for it and blessed, and really excited to share it with everyone. Thanks a lot. I'll talk to you later.